I know that I grew up with, and we speak a language. Hollywood doesn't necessarily speak the language. A lot of critics don't speak. Our African-American story is specific to a certain audience, specific to a certain group of people that...
Entertainment mogul Tyler Perry, who offered up his Beverly Hills mansion to Meghan and Harry.
Just Meghan Markle's stage. We're expected to buy it. But she said she was in the trenches. She alludes to being in the trenches when she was in the British royal family. Girl, you lived in a castle. Like, you got a princess title. People were falling at your feet.
There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season.
Government buildings is as if someone wants to erase...
Celebrating 25 years of BET.
These jokers started showing up. I was like, no, you were here first. You can have it.
The fact that you can say it does exist, that there was a man...
This sort of, even by Meghan's standard, this strange blizzard of activity on social media. You know, just every 3 seconds is something new. Picture of her with a baby.
Outside the Princess' home in London, Kensington Palace.
Meghan Markle recently said that you reached out to her and said, come, you know, you can live in my home. Stay in my house.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time for them. And what I know about the two of them, and I wish the world knew how much they love these two people love each other. They found each other in the...
Meghan Markle is in crisis after a series of epic disasters, including the total failure of her tell-all interview with Emma Grede, allegations against her BFF and Lilibet's godfather, no less, Tyler Perry, and now this from her allies at People magazine, her favorite publication, which has gone public on Kate's summer of strength. Writing, there are some major shifts coming. As Princess Kate privately rebuilds after a year of cancer treatment, she's stepping out with a new purpose and the poise of a queen in waiting. Nothing's working, and People magazine, which she has just spent the past 2 years coveting, has decided to become Team Catherine all of a sudden.
It's like a web, an absolute web, whatever direction, you know. And as for Tyler Perry, the people are believing these ticks because he's connected to Meghan Markle. People are looking for the bad, and the bad seem to align themselves with the bad, and the good connect with the good, you know. So yeah, I just it's a mess. It's a royal mess.
Up and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary with Prince Harry, and absolutely tore to pieces the British royal family, indeed saying that he would not have agreed to become the godfather of Princess Lilibet if it meant attending the christening in Britain. Remember, that would have been...
Y'all, Meghan Markle just had a complete meltdown at the BET Awards. And it wasn't because she lost her royal tiara in the bathroom. No, no, no. This woman literally left the building in tears after Tyler Perry dropped just 6 words. 6 words. We've all heard of death by 1,000 cuts, but this was death by half a dozen syllables.
Buildings is as if someone wants to erase...
Celebrating 25 years of BET.
These jokers started showing up. I was like, no, you were here first. You can have it.
Now, before we dive into this absolute chaos, let me paint you the scene. The BET Awards, celebrating 25 years of Black excellence. Tyler Perry, looking like the king of Hollywood he is. And somewhere in the audience sits Meghan, probably thinking she's about to have a nice, quiet evening. Boy, was she wrong, because when Tyler stepped up to that microphone, he didn't just speak, he delivered what might be the most expensive 6 words in entertainment history.
I've been with you all week, from Carrie's ceremony, last night premiere, and now this... Different fashion every day. Different, you too. And now this moment,
But here's where it gets absolutely ridiculous. And trust me, you're not ready for what Tyler actually said. So Tyler Perry, this man who literally saved Meghan and Harry from couch surfing in 2020, casually mentions to a reporter backstage, "She owes me more than what one could expect." That's it. No profanity, no screaming, no dramatic finger pointing, just a simple statement that apparently hit Meghan harder than a royal scandal in the British tabloids.
These two people love each other. They found each other out of all these odds against them finding each other, they found each other, and the love that they have is really, really...
The woman went from composed duchess to emotional wreck faster than Harry can say, "I'm not my father." Witnesses say she grabbed her purse, whispered something to Harry that made his face go whiter than his wedding suit, and they bolted for the exit. Security had to escort them out because Meghan was apparently inconsolable. But wait, because the real tea is why Tyler said what he said. And honey, this backstory is messier than a toddler eating spaghetti.
Celebrating 25 years of BET, of excellence.
Let's rewind to 2020, shall we? Harry and Meghan just quit the royal family faster than people leaving a bad Tinder date. They needed a place to crash. And who stepped up? Tyler Perry. This man opened his Beverly Hills mansion, not the guest house, not the pool house, his main house, to two people he barely knew from a Netflix documentary.
Meghan Markle recently said that you reached out to her and said, come, you can live in my home.
In my house.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time for them.
He provided round-the-clock security that cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're talking presidential-level protection for people who, at that point, were basically unemployed royals with a Netflix deal and a dream. Tyler became their fairy godfather, their guardian angel, their American daddy. And what did he ask for in return? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But here's where Meghan really messed up. And I mean really messed up.
And I'm gonna do right in front of y'all, because I know a lot of times, when we get on,
Fast forward to their Netflix documentary series. The one where they spilled more tea than a clumsy waiter at high tea with the Queen. Tyler Perry, the man who literally kept them alive, gets mentioned for exactly 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Your morning coffee routine got more screen time than the man who saved your entire existence. Meanwhile, they spent 45 minutes talking about how hard it was to find good avocado toast in England. Avocado toast got more respect than Tyler Perry. The audacity. The absolute audacity. But Tyler Perry isn't just any Hollywood player, and when a man of his stature feels disrespected, he doesn't throw tantrums on social media like the rest of us. Tyler Perry plays chess while everyone else is playing checkers. This man waited for the perfect moment. The BET Awards, celebrating 25 years of black excellence, with all the cameras rolling and all the right people watching. Then he dropped his truth bomb with the precision of a surgeon and the impact of a meteor. She owes me more than what one could expect. Simple, classy, devastating.
This sort of, even by Meghan's standard, this strange blizzard of activity on social media. Just every 3 seconds is something new. A picture of her with a...
No shouting, no drama, just facts. Delivered with the quiet confidence of a man who owns half of Atlanta and has Oprah on speed dial. And while Tyler was dropping wisdom like a philosophical rapper, Meghan was having a complete breakdown that would make reality television producers weep with joy. Sources say Meghan immediately started making phone calls from the car, demanding explanations, calling emergency meetings with her PR team.
Outside the prince's home in London, Kensington Palace.
This woman was acting like Tyler Perry had just leaked her browser history to TMZ. Her team was working overtime, phones buzzing, crisis management mode activated, all because a man politely pointed out she forgot to write a thank you note. Harry, poor Harry, is sitting there like a man watching his GPS lead him off a cliff. He's reportedly begging Meghan to just call Tyler and apologize, but she's refusing, feeling betrayed that Tyler would air their business in public.
Meghan Markle is in crisis after a series of epic disasters, including the total failure of her tell-all interview with Emma Grede, allegations against her BFF and Lilibet's godfather, no less, Tyler Perry,
made one comment at an industry event. If that's airing business publicly, what do you call 2 Oprah interviews, a Netflix documentary, and a podcast series? A whisper campaign? But here's where Meghan's response gets so ridiculous, it would make even the Kardashians say, girl, that's too much drama.
This woman looks to me like a malignant narcissist. This woman has zero self-awareness.
Instead of picking up the phone like a normal human being, Meghan is reportedly developing a documentary series about black female entrepreneurs overcoming betrayal and broken friendships. The subtlety is about as subtle as a neon billboard in Times Square. She's really planning to make a whole television show because Tyler Perry hurt her feelings with 6 words of truth. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry's response to all this chaos? Radio silence. Beautiful, professional, devastating silence. While Meghan's camp is leaking stories to every entertainment blog that will listen, Tyler's over here making moves, closing deals, building his empire. He said what he needed to say, dropped the mic without literally dropping it, and went back to being a billionaire. And this is where the story gets even juicier, because when Tyler Perry steps back, all of Hollywood notices. The entertainment industry is watching this unfold with the kind of fascination usually reserved for train wrecks and reality television finales. When someone of Tyler Perry's status makes even the mildest criticism, it sends shockwaves through every corner of Hollywood. Publicists are taking notes, streaming executives are having conversations, talent agents are quietly updating their client strategies. Nobody wants to be on the wrong side of a Tyler Perry situation. This man has more influence than a royal decree and more connections than a phone company.
It's very interesting to see how things are shifting continually, always shifting to the downfall. Meghan can't ever seem to climb up to get above all the things that are happening to her. And anything that she does will continually fail. She cannot seem to rise above all the backlash that she gets. And I personally, Dan, believe it is going to continue to happen and get worse until she is able to make a reckoning for all the horrible things that she has done. No one's going to give her grace. No one's going to give her a real opportunity to shine the way she thinks she should be shining, because there is this immense amount of negativity that Meghan created off of the back of the late Queen. And I think Meghan hasn't realized the strength, the power that the late Queen had, because this is the reason how she treated the late Queen and how she treated the royal family. People will never forget, but Meghan wants to keep trying. Like, people should just take this as a new moment and let her shine. It will never, ever, ever happen. She has done horrible things to a very powerful and beloved woman of the monarchy. She cannot move forward ever. It's just not going to happen. But it is so fun to watch this happen, because we see the payback now. The payback is how you are going to be received forever until you make a reckoning. So yeah, we love it. And it will happen continually.
When Tyler Perry withdraws his support, doors don't just close, they get welded shut. But the real tragedy in all this isn't just Meghan's career potentially going down faster than the Titanic. Poor Harry is caught in the middle of this mess like a referee in a heavyweight boxing match. He's reportedly making solo trips back to the UK, trying to rebuild relationships with his family, while his wife is busy burning bridges in Hollywood faster than a California wildfire.
What did she call them? Disaster opportunists. Which is exactly right.
The man is playing damage control on 2 continents, while Meghan's starting fires everywhere she goes. Sources say Harry understands exactly how valuable Tyler Perry's friendship was, and he's watching it all crumble because his wife couldn't swallow her pride long enough to say thank you. At some point, you have to wonder if Harry's starting to question some life choices. Maybe he's looking at his old life in England thinking, sure, the Queen was tough, but at least she didn't pick fights with people who literally saved our lives. And here's the kicker that makes this whole situation even more insane. Tyler Perry's comment wasn't even harsh. She owes me more than what one could expect. That's barely criticism. It's more like a disappointed parent gently pointing out that their kid forgot to send a thank you card to grandma. But in Meghan's world, apparently even the mildest accountability feels like a personal attack worthy of a Netflix documentary response. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Here's Tyler Perry at the BET Awards giving a speech about loyalty, family, and lifting each other up. While somewhere in Montecito, Meghan's probably stress-eating organic kale chips and wondering how her fairy godfather just became her biggest problem. While Meghan's having her Beverly Hills breakdown, Tyler Perry is living his absolute best life. New BT deals, new partnerships, new shows.
Now, why Meghan is coming under pressure here is because she has a track record of throwing very significant friends under the bus at the slightest sign of trouble.
and reportedly in talks with Barack Obama for future projects. This man turned 6 words into the most effective career move in recent Hollywood history, not for himself, but as a masterclass in consequences. He didn't just drop a mic, he dropped a whole career trajectory. Tyler Perry's 6-word comment has become the most expensive sentence in recent entertainment history, not because of what it cost him to say it, but because of what it's costing Meghan in terms of reputation, relationships, and future opportunities. So there you have it, folks. The story of how 6 words from Tyler Perry sent Meghan Markle into a complete meltdown and possibly changed the trajectory of her Hollywood career forever. Sometimes the most devastating burns are delivered with the quietest voices, and Tyler Perry just proved that you don't need to shout to be heard, you just need to be right. This whole situation is a masterclass in how Hollywood really works. It's built on relationships, respect, and reciprocity. When you take someone like Tyler Perry for granted, you're not just losing a friend, you're losing access to networks, opportunities, and influence that took decades to build. Meghan's learning this lesson the hard way, and honestly, it's about time someone taught her that gratitude isn't optional. It's essential. The funniest part? All of this could have been prevented with a simple phone call, a heartfelt thank you, or even just proper acknowledgement in that Netflix series. Instead, we got the entertainment event of the year, and Tyler Perry didn't even have to try.